Hello, wonderful people. I hope that you guys are well. Welcome back to a new video, new reading. It's been a while, but I thought I'm gonna do a reading about the new discovery related to the Great Pyramid or pyramids in Egypt. So I'm a little bit late with this topic. I just recently thought that I should do a reading to see what is behind this, what is this discovery, because at the end of March, apparently it was discovered like a hidden secret with a new technology that actually there are hidden cities underneath the Great Pyramid of Giza. There are also tunnels and great structures. There have been speculations, which can be true actually, about the pyramids being used in ancient civilizations also for energy, okay, creating energy, generating energy. But the truth about the pyramids and the purpose of them is actually much more complicated, much more complex. And unfortunately, we are only seeing the tip of the iceberg, and there's no mention whatsoever about the spiritual purpose of the pyramids. But anyways, let's see why this is such a big deal now all over mainstream media, why everyone is talking about this discovery. Is it true that they are structures, or this is just another manipulation tactic for the masses? What is behind this? So let's see, what is the truth behind this discovery? Okay, the discovery. What is behind that? What is this? Is it true? Or is it another lie, another deception? What do they want with this? What is that? Okay, Knight of Wands. Let's see what are the energies that are surrounding this. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Hermit. Okay, two more cards. Is it true? Okay, actually we have more cards than two. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Right, we have Justice. We have Strength. All right, so 1 second, let me just put the cards. Okay, like that, so they are visible. All right, so what I see with this whole thing is that there's some truth. Okay, there's some truth behind that, because we have Justice, and that is saying that actually the direction that this thing is going, or yeah, the discovery is very close to the truth. However, there's some precision needed here, because Justice, yeah, can talk about like the truth behind this, that it's very close to the truth, but then also there's some precision that needs to be made in order to get correct information, accurate information. The Page of Cups is reversed though, so that is making me believe that not the entire truth is uncovered here. Obviously there are certain secrets, certain things that are being hidden. There can be some deception as well, just because we have the Queen of Cups that is reversed as well, and we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is always like an invitation, like a sort of information that is being revealed, but because it came out reversed, that is telling me that the information is not entirely accurate, or there's some deception with the information. Okay, and it's being done on purpose. Indeed, it sparked a curiosity. It started like a ripple effect everywhere on purpose, this thing, and many people are very passionate about the pyramids, the secrets of the pyramids, and that is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's some passion here, there's a desire to discover more, so people want to discover more. So this is what they actually wanted with this whole thing. Okay, we are releasing some information, so people are jumping on it. It's making people curious. Okay, but because we have the Wheel of Fortune, that is talking about some karmic influences here. That is talking about certain things that might be hidden, or certain things are not being judged correctly. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune reversed is also telling me that there's more to come, because the Wheel of Fortune is just one turning point, so to speak. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is just, can be one turning point, one discovery, but the entire truth will be discovered later. Okay, because it's completion. Okay, number 10, the Wheel of Fortune is completion, but it came out reversed, and that is telling me that there's some bad luck or there's some karmic thing that is surrounding this whole thing, and not necessarily will turn in their favor. So in those favor that release this information. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm just saying that this is the Wheel of Fortune. It can talk about setbacks as well. Okay, so because we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, that is saying that there's money that is being invested here in this whole thing, but maybe what they are telling you that is being invested, there is being invested somewhere else. Because they are talking about a technology, sort of like a radar technology through which they discovered certain things. And this is the technology that they are using in oceans as well to discover some wreckage, for example, the wreckage of the Titanic. So this technology is not new. Okay, so why did they release this information only now? So I believe that they knew many things a long time ago, of course. There are some secret societies that know very well about ancient technologies. They are reusing that technology. And yes, indeed, there are things underneath the pyramids, but I don't think, no, they didn't tell you the entire truth. And the Hermit is reversed, which is saying that, so the Hermit in and of itself is a quest for spiritual knowledge, but that is reversed. So they are on purpose, they want you to refuse spiritual knowledge, so you don't pay attention to the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual purpose of the pyramid. So everything is just materialistic here. Everything is about technology, ancient civilizations. So it's a good story, what they want to tell you about what was in the past. Maybe story about aliens, which is not true, because ancient human civilizations made the pyramids. We did have this technology. We did have very advanced technology, actually, so it's not about aliens here, but they want to make the whole narrative to sound like a science fiction. So it's a good story that they want to sell you because they want to prepare something else. This is what I believe, but I'm gonna check what is that they want to prepare. Okay, Ace of Pentacles reversed also is talking about a bad investment or investing something somewhere else, not where they tell you that they did invest the money. The Hermit reversed can also talk about, yeah, withholding spiritual knowledge, but then also hiding the truth. Okay, let me just pull more cards. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Very interesting. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, both reversed. The fact that we have two cards that are indicating feminine energy, but both of them came out reversed, that is telling me that there's a withholding or a distortion of the feminine energy. So when the feminine energy is reversed, many times it's talking about a materialistic point of view, a materialistic perspective, scientific materialism that is going to an extreme. Also, this can talk about a lot of money being invested, but then lies about what we are spending the money on. The money of the citizens, whatever. So there's some money invested here. There's a lot of money, but then we are lying about it. Okay, Five of Pentacles. And Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely some deception here, because the Knight of Swords is talking about that as well. Maybe information, because it's air energy, so information, news outlets that are being told a particular narrative, a particular information, but then the truth about what is there, that is being withheld. Okay, so there's some truth, in other words, but we know very little about what is actually there, and they want to make sure we are talking about, you know, the background government, the shadow government. They want to make sure that you don't know the spiritual purpose. Okay, the Fool. And that is taking advantage of people's naivety, of people's lack of knowledge, lack of experience, so on and so on. So we are taking advantage of people's lack of knowledge. And look, we have also the moon that came out reversed. So that is also talking about withholding information, but because it came out reversed, it's very likely it will come to the surface. The truth will be revealed. Oh, and I didn't talk about strength. So the strength card reversed is actually talking about, again, the lack of spiritual influences here, or trying to withhold spiritual information, lack of moral force, domination of power, domination of the material, and abuse of power. Okay, so definitely there's some abuse of power here. So the whole idea is to create a materialistic perspective. Okay, let me see if I get more information from another deck, because I'm curious. So what is their plan with this information? Why now? Look, we have the moon again that came out reversed. Releasing fear and anxiety, hearing and trusting intuition, unveiled. Okay, so those people that are more in tune with their own internal world and intuition, they definitely can sense that something is wrong with this information, or the entire truth is being hidden. Okay, and this is what this is telling me, mental clarity. So there's something is not clear about this whole situation. Also, we have the Six of Coins, which is the Six of Pentacles. Conditional giving, one-sided giving, one-sided charity. So they are not releasing the entire information. Why? Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles reversed again. This is unstable, delays, unstable situation, a risk endeavor, under review, greed, caution. Okay, 1 second, let me just clarify this, because I'm thinking about something. Let me just clarify. Okay, we have the Hierophant reversed, non-conforming. We have Seven of Cups, clarity. A lack of ideas, misinformation, blocked communication. Look, the Tower. Okay, so on one hand, they needed to release some information about the pyramids because there's a lot of mystery there is surrounding them, how they were built, so on and so on. We have lots of theories about that, speculation, aliens, whatever, ancient civilizations. So this is a great opportunity for them to release information about some energy source, or how they can create free energy. And at some point, this is something that will come. Okay, as your saviors, the shadow government, the secret societies, whatever, they will release knowledge about, they will say that they discovered some free energy. but they will not talk about, they will not release information because they don't possess the information and the knowledge, because you have to have a elevated consciousness in order to understand what this free energy is and how to use it. And it's not, if it's not being used properly, then it can go very wrong, because this is influencing people's bioenergetic field. Okay, you cannot use free energy, spiritual energy, like this technology, to create free energy if you don't have an elevated consciousness. And these beings, they don't. They only have technology, and they think that they can use anything that is spiritual because they don't understand what is something that is spiritual. They don't understand the spiritual knowledge behind things. They don't understand the purpose behind these technologies. They don't understand consciousness. They want to abuse that. They want to use and abuse this knowledge without understanding what is it. So I hope it is making sense. So because they have a very materialistic point of view, they want to sell you that materialistic perception also. And at some point they will come forward as your saviors, that this free technology, free energy will save humanity, and this is what we need. But they are not aware of the consequences of using this technology. They are not aware of this technology being directly linked to your consciousness. So what I'm seeing here is that this is a great opportunity to try to introduce slowly this discovery about ancient civilizations and alien technology which humanity can use, and they will come forward as your saviors. But actually this is a trap. So I believe that that free energy will be a trap. Okay, this is what I believe. It sounds great, but because these people don't possess spiritual knowledge, they don't have a high level of consciousness, they will trap humanity. They will try to trap humanity with this information, with the fact that there's free energy, if you know what I mean. So because we have clarity of thought, they want to give you on a plate like an information, and they want you to eat what is on that plate. And you have no choice, because you don't have the technology, you don't have anything. You only have your intuition. So humanity at this very point can only rely on their own intuition in order to understand certain complicated spiritual things. Okay, because these people have technology, they have money, they have the resources to discover certain things, but this is only what they have. And they will try to sell you the idea that there's nothing spiritual here, there's only technology. Okay, so this is the direction that our society is going right now, humanity is going right now. This is what they want. Obviously, you can rely always on your intuition to understand what is really going on. And yeah, there's misinformation about what is there. It's close to the truth, so there's some truth in it. But then remember that they cannot sell you anything that doesn't have any truth in it. They cannot sell you 100% lie. They can only sell you a distorted reality. Okay, so this is what they are doing. So definitely what was discovered there, like in other words, is close to the truth, but what is really important, it's hidden. And I believe that they want to come forward with a certain free energy, and that we're going to be a trap. So this discovery, together with other discoveries in the future, will be leading us to that direction, wants to go down that road. Okay, and because we have unstable situation here, yeah, this is unstable. And what is behind that? It's greed, it's misinformation, it's distorting information. But then they're also, this is very risky. They are playing with fire. These groups of people are playing with fire when they are trying to play with this technology and free energy. Okay, so we have Five of Swords that came out reversed. Builds high towers, castles and cities, afflicts men for many days with wounds of rot and maggots. Towers, castles, and cities. Okay, so I don't think necessarily they are cities, what they discovered there. This is part of the science fiction story that they want to sell you. It's not that there were no cities, or there's not that there was no ancient civilization that was very advanced, but what they discovered is something else. This is what the cards are telling me. It's not cities and whatever. Yeah, there are structures there probably, but not what they are telling you there is. That's something else. Okay, and we have the Two of Wands reverse. Tales of the past and the future can make one intelligent and bold. So definitely there's a lie about the past. Okay, that's why this one came out reversed. This is the Occult Tarot, and we have the Tower that is reversed. Promoter of discord, war, arguments, and falsehood, gives generous responses. And that one came out reversed. And the Tower is the second time we have the Tower. A reckoning, shocking event, disruption, teaches holy secrets, Ace of Wands. Instructs how to make weapons and the art of seduction. Interesting. So there's something here with weapons as well, because once this free energy will appear, will be discovered, so to speak, new weapons will be born as well. Okay, so this is very risky. This is something that they are playing with. They are playing with fire. And I believe that the Tower came out reversed because, yeah, they have to be careful. Otherwise, this whole thing can go very, very wrong. And we have the Eight of Swords. Kills by drowning and can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds, will spare any life by request. Oh my God, okay. So this is talking about weather control. This is talking about controlling certain narratives. Drowning, can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds. Yeah, definitely. There's something about weather manipulation as well, which I also believe that will be somehow linked to this free technology. But those that are controlling the weather also are kind of holding this information. Okay, they are possessing this information. And they are giving you some false information about these things. So what I'm trying to say is that who is behind weather control and manipulation is behind these discoveries as well, you know, scientists. Okay, and we have strength. Builds towers and destroys stone walls, causes rough waters, finds witches. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing that the free technology that they want to discover and to sell to humanity as something great that will help us is actually a trap. And this is very linked to this particular discovery, but there are more discoveries that will follow. I believe that, yeah. Also, there can be something with water technology related to pyramids. Anyways, I'm seeing a very big link between the trap that they are trying to prepare for us and this particular discovery. Okay, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have a different idea, different opinion, I would be curious about it, to read about it. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. Maybe I'm gonna do more readings these days. I will see. If you like this, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.